Shattered stone to shattered skies, we tap the keg and roll the dice. Legends spill when the seal is cracked, no putting the genie back. Raise your glass, break the chains, fate gets drunk on our mistakes. We drink deep and tempt the fates, all at once, crude and dapper, Pandora's keg tappers. Surefar, a song deadly and fleet, her flurry of blows cannot be beat. Dread small talk more than blades of flame, but fists speak loud when the odds are insane. So many exploits and they're all obscene. Bar brawls and prophetic dreams, ran up a crack and tentacle high, just to punch its face and make it cry. Watch the dice drink across the skies, hear the gods groan and shield their eyes. We all dance while our foes fall, though each misstep could end us all. Raise your glass, break the chains, fate gets drunk on our mistakes. We drink deep and tempt the fates, all at once, crude and dapper, Pandora's keg tappers. Calypso, brave nymph of song and mirth, clad in twisting vines and mithril shirt, brings music to bar after bar, constantly needs to heal Zepahar. Watches the world to learn its ways, tries to blend in, stands out anyways. Pen the ode that sweeps the land, singing it far and wide by popular demand. In the drunken fish we ride tonight, from Cragstead into our next fight. The DM plans, the DM schemes, every now and then the DM screams. Raise your glass, break the chains, fate gets drunk on our mistakes. We drink deep and tempt the fates, all at once, crude and dapper, Pandora's keg tappers. Zephyr Helmore with the shifting face, swears he's cursed the living plague. Deadly spells and playful pranks, a wounded heart and frozen chains. Hates sweet snacks, or so he claims, still sneaks marshmallows just the same. Holy light, where darkness fades, a monster born, a hero remade. Framing nights for laying with goats, dragging flesh sleds laden with oats. Are we the baddies of this poor world? Join us now as the tales unfurl. Raise your glass, break the chains, fate gets drunk on our mistakes. We drink deep and tempt the fates, all at once, crude and dapper, Pandora's keg tappers. Ludiclankly brass and cheer, seems to trust every word that they hear. Friendliest smile you'll ever see, while brewing crimes against alchemy. Sweet and polite, but don't be fooled. He may be nice, but he's no tool. Mess with loose friends, get knocked on your ass. The party's hard, casting cold hard brass. Raise your glass, break the chains, fate gets drunk on our mistakes. We drink deep and tempt the fates, all at once, crude and dapper, Pandora's keg tappers. We drink and fight and break our chains, while fate is drunk on all our mistakes. We chug the keg, we tempt our fates. We're fun, we're crude, so very dapper. We're the Pandora's keg tappers.
Hello, my fellow tricksters and their victims. Slow Commander here, and we are finally returning with the Cragstead Chronicles. Joining us, of course, is our DM, Ellie. Our
Hello. Thank you for having everyone here. I very much appreciate that every one of my lovely little dice goblins has arrived. and are enjoying their dicey little gifts, which we'll now take a moment to watch them open up the dice.
Alrighty. So here is the box. Hang on just a second here. That'll work. Alright. Here's what we got. A little note in here to start with. Congratulations. Please be ready at level 15 for stream on January 17th. I can't wait. I absolutely cannot wait. Alright, let's set that aside. Alright, there is 2 packages in here. Set the box aside. Alright, which one should I open first? I'm going to shift this actually now. There we go. Alright, so this one here was on top. And over 100 different sets to collect. 1 full set of dice in each bag. Mystery dice. Both are mystery dice. And this one was underneath. I'll keep things fair. I'll open the one that was on top first. I'm so excited. Oh, man. Those are nice. All right. So that's what we got. Woo! That's the D4. Don't ever want to lose a D4. Never, 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 never. I rolled a 1. Oh, what is this? 1985 games. Ooh. I think that's meant to be a cassette player as a mimic. Ah. That is cool. That is really cool. And what do we have here? Obojima? A new and whimsical campaign setting for 5e. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Next one. That's this one. I might actually keep the bag from this one. That looks sick. Ooh. Ooh, that is nice. Look at that. What does that say? Bisa, I think. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation. Ooh. Whoa. Came with a few things. First and foremost, we got the dice. Kind of make me think of like flame colors here. If you want to get a look at those, yeah. Yeah, those make me think of fire, yeah. That is fire. Gotta roll it. 2! I'm just probably having a bad day today. That's all. Alright. It came with some coins. Here we got dragon and some symbols there. This looks like a 1. I think this is meant to be like a D2, kind of. Maybe. Or maybe not. Huh. Because this one's got a 10. Seem to be mostly the same except for the general color and design, size. And and they have different numbers. Like this one here, this is like silverish. It's got a 10 on it. This one looks kind of copperish. It's got a 5 or bronze, maybe. This one almost. This is the one with the 1 on it, yeah. And gold one that says 50 on the other side there. I'm not sure the significance of these. I don't know if there's something in here that explains the coins. If there's not, I'll have to ask my DM about those. And then there is this little badge. Oh, I think I've got a nice place for that. This is all really cool. I was not expecting this. And now I'm curious also as to what the other players got. I am looking forward to seeing everyone on game day, which is apparently January 17th. So roughly a month from now. Oh man. I can't wait. I really can't wait. But this was really nice. Oh. DM, you did not have to do this. But I appreciate it just the same.
Hit the button, let's go!
Alright, I have it recording now. Let's continue.
You know, that's how we get ya.
Oh, it has a fortune cookie. Congratulations. Please be Ray at level 15 for stream on January 17th.
A fortune cookie.
That's when we're gonna be on again.
My hair is so
Alright,
messy
first
that day.
package,
I like.
mystery dice, full set of dice.
The camera just barely picks it up, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem.
There we go.
I'm so weak. I struggled to open
my
that.
Goodness, they're so pretty.
So an up close
my
look of
goodness. Oh, look at this one. It's hard to see because it's dark, but it looks all like. It looks so.
Ooh, I like that.
nefarious. Oh, this
That is
the
nice.
one
do
I'm
too.
gonna be using
Oh,
for
that is
creating
really nice.
characters.
Yeah.
It also
Mhm.
a little bit looks.
God, now I want to see what mine are, but
Oh my god,
uh,
yes it does.
I have not opened them yet.
Oh.
So I think
Same.
that is perfect
Oh, you guys didn't open them?
Yes.
for a loot.
No, the letter said not to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did not
you
plan
said wait until session.
or record yourself.
And now we got another bag of
Of that.
mystery dice. This one has a
Hold
wizard.
open
Some
mine.
of us.
I was not told to record opening them. I was told to wait
Yeah.
until.
Yeah, I was told to wait too.
Yes, a nefarious object. The orb of the Decahedron of Destiny.
Those sound like
The dodecahedron of destiny.
dice.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh wait, not metal dice. Oh, but they're pretty green. Look at these. Oh, there's there's pins or something. Coins? Okay, I got a bard pin.
You cannot buy our silence, DM.
Oh my goodness, these are like actual like coins from the game. Oh
Whose
my
silence are
God.
we buying?
I was saying you
Why
can.
would I try to buy your silence?
I was saying you cannot buy our silence, DM. The world shall know of all the atrocious things you have done to our characters.
Atrocious things? What do you mean? What are you talking about? You do it
To
to
be fair.
yourself.
Nothing truly atrocious has happened to my character.
I
The room of mimics.
can interject with the whole fucking with our characters thing in 4 letters. TTGG. I have a curse on me of the thermonuclear,
Yes. Yes. Okay.
the tactical thermonuclear garden gnome curse, where
Say
every
that
time
5 times fast.
where every time
Nuclear.
every time I take a long rest, I take 1d4 plus 1 damage every day. And if I do not get the appropriate daily rest, I get 2 levels of exhaustion instead of 1.
And let's not even talk about the last campaign you ran that I was in. Those fucking wish items.
Are they items bought on Wish.com?
Nope.
No, they were just wish items that people were able to wish on. The party, a number of people in the party do currently have some of those same wish items. The problem is that every time you
I'm
wish
hearing a
on
lot
them,
of echo.
I get to distort them.
Basically, the deity in charge of granting those wishes was a cruel, capricious deity.
So it's like that the meme of
The monkey paw.
you get your wish, however, like, granted, however, you get this too.
Kind of.
For one thing, my character had his property legally stripped from him because the townsfolk found out he was a vampire. He used a wish item to wish for his property to be returned to him. It was
So it fell from the sky.
it was physically returned to him.
You got the wish. It's not my fault that you weren't a little bit more specific.
That crusty old bitch knew exactly what she was doing. Anyways,
Jingle some coins. As if you're trying to make or receive payment.
I just suddenly slide a gold piece across the table.
you can't do that subtly.
Goodness, these are so awesome! Frick, I like They also
Why are
gave
you
me some
talking
text
about
off
I am
camera
the
of
master of
THX
subtlety?
and just like, yes, you have made me a
You
complete
are the antithesis
I used
of
to have
subtlety.
Hey, don't forget who perfectly covered up your crime.
What crime? I didn't commit any crimes.
Oh, I look forward to playing with all
Thanks
of
to
you
me,
in
no one
January 17th. I hope
knows.
everyone
No one knows what? I didn't do anything. The mayor.
Exactly.
The mayor
Those mysterious
jumped out of the window. He was burdened with guilt.
And what does his creator
Hey, I didn't bring up a specific circumstance. You did, so
I mean, that is the thing to do, isn't it? If the campaign doesn't have at least one trans character, is it really a campaign?
is it?
I literally thought I was a cis straight male, or no, well, not straight at least. Okay, yes, I was definitely not straight when I started this campaign, but I wasn't a girl yet.
There's always one trans character that uses the campaign to come out and work through some shit.
This makes me wonder about one thing. True polymorph. If Zapar learns true polymorph and casts it on Lou, he could technically turn Lou into whatever form Lou wants.
Correct.
And if he concentrates on it long enough, it becomes permanent.
Correct.
I guess we have a goal.
Well, Lou is going to be kind of working on it themselves, and is going to be like part of the RP for like is like the parts, you know, when it comes to the cosmetic sides of it, those parts, you know, they end up giving them a like more feminine silhouette. So it's like, you know, at the very least, like they're kind of transitioning.
Alrighty. On to the next video. Because this is basically the end. All I'm doing here is shutting off the cam.
Yep.
All right. So.
Oh no, mine's sideways.
Here.
I apparently left the oven on.
How dare!
Alright, well, I'm going to step aside for just a second while you're getting that fixed. Or are you not going?
I'm going to fix it in the recording. I can't really do anything about it in the Discord.
Okay.
But in the recording, it will be it'll be right side up.
Says, please tape yourselves opening the black box, but do not open the dice. So, let me set my phone up.
Why did we get different sets of instructions? Now I feel bad because I opened my dice.
Look, I printed off all of the instructions the exact... I copied and pasted all of the instructions the same, didn't I?
Bullshit. I'd show you proof, but I don't have proof.
That's right. Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
I could have swore that I copied and pasted this exact message like 3 times. 3 or 4 times.
Apparently not.
Look, everybody else had the exact same message. I don't know what happened with yours.
Apparently not, because everyone else opened their dice.
I did not open my dice. I still have my dice in my pack right here.
Oh, you did?
Mine are still in the pack too.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Mine are still in the pack too.
okay, so why did Rose open their dice? Huh?
That's because I instructed Rose to open her dice.
Okay, yeah. So why did we all get different instructions?
Well, first off, I instructed Rose to open the dice, number 1. And number 2, the reason I instructed Rose to open her dice was because you had sent me the video of you opening your dice. So I figured if you were gonna open your dice in the unboxing video, we might as well all... But apparently, mixed messages happened.
Uh-huh, blame me.
When in doubt, blame someone else.
When in doubt, blame Zapar.
When in doubt... No. When in doubt, blame Loki.
Yeah. When in doubt, blame Loki is exactly like Odin's like go-to. Okay.
I mean,
I haven't even gotten out of bed today.
I mean, I would argue that Ellie has more in common with Thor, but that's Thor's go-to as well.
Blame Loki. Yeah.
Alright, finish the videos.
Yeah, sorry.
Here. I will look at it sideways. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Please be ready at level 15 for stream on January 17th. Thank you. Ooh, I'm excited. And I see the 2 packs of mystery dice here. I shall leave them in the package for now. And I'm looking forward to our next game. Great. Thank you.
I have my box, my little black box, and I open it, and I get a piece of paper.
Oops.
A piece of paper?
I have to
I love pieces of paper.
I have to unflip the video for the recording now. Oops.
Edit undo.
Ah!
Wee. You do not look just like Buddy Holly.
Ooh-wee, ooh. I look like just like
Is it unflipped now?
It is now unflipped.
Lovely.
And
Hit
2
play.
sets
Let's go.
of mystery dice.
Get Weezered.
And on the paper it says, congratulations, please be ready at level 15 for stream on January 17th. Yay, we get to level up.
Everyone's excited about a level up.
Alright. Silra, please, open your dice.
Wink!
Oh, those look so cute.
Let me...
Those almost look like clear sets of the pink and black dice I have.
Let me see if I can get some light illuminated on it. Hold on. Do-do-do.
Oh no, you look
That did not work.
Oh,
Hold on.
menacing.
Ooh.
ooh.
Pink sparkly.
Let me get the D20.
Nice.
Okay,
That's
that
one
looks
set.
that straight up looks like candy.
Eat it.
I want to eat it. I'm gonna eat your dice. I'm gonna go over to your
So-
house and eat your dice, and this is a threat.
So look. Addie got an aquarium for her birthday, and it has pink aquarium rocks. And all it's done is reignite the urge to go to that one candy place at the mall to get the candy rocks.
Lovely.
And then we got the coins
Yeah, all the coins are going to be the exact same.
and the pin. I like the pin.
Same.
Which one did you
Which
get?
one did
What
you
is-
get?
Oh,
Ooh,
Oh, the pins are different.
yes, all the pins are different.
Okay, this
That
is
looks like a
like
fighter
yeah,
or a rogue.
or a hex blade. Like
I
if
don't know
you're getting
which way is the way up here, but
Yeah, I have no idea. That almost looks correct. With the
Yeah.
mask on top.
And the mask makes me think of a rogue.
Yeah.
But that seems like a really large blade for a rogue.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, some
And
rogues
then-
wield rapiers, so.
Ye.
ooh,
Also, I love the sculpture, dragon sculpture in the background.
it's a cassette mimic sticker.
Oh yeah.
Not a cassette player. Just.
Yeah, some of us are able to identify the objects that we see in front of us.
Some of us grew up in the late 80s, early 90s.
And then these are purple.
Ooh.
Ooh, and they're
Nice.
nice. And...
Purple.
Like an amethyst.
With little
Those are
hints
pretty.
of black.
Mm.
Those are...
The first half of our session is just showing each other's shiny math rocks off.
Well, we have to get our rocks off somehow.
This is maximum autism. All we need now is like a model train in the background.
You leave Thomas out of this.
Hey, I want Thomas to be involved in good in order and to like deliver people safely.
All right.
all of that was
The
cut out
reason
on
I'm
my
laughing-
end.
The reason I'm laughing is because every one of you took the tan package and just ripped the top right off without realizing that the top was never fully sealed and you could have just opened the thing right up.
That's right.
Sorry. I just got a kick out of that.
You see
Ooh.
a sealed back and you think rip open.
Oh my god. They're like
Nice.
flashing green and gold.
Oh, those are freaking gorgeous.
Yes, they are.
I am actually kind of jealous of that set, to be honest with you.
I'm more
I'm
jealous.
jealous of myself.
I'm honestly more jealous of the set Rose got.
Yeah, mine were pretty
Like-
kick-ass.
That is so pretty.
So, here is one of the set that y'all got. Okay? Not even going to be opening up the...
Yes, we didn't have to rip.
I just find that hilarious.
How do you
And
know I
now
ripped
my-
mine? Thank you very much.
My
Ooh.
one with
Saw
the
it.
bag.
I don't believe it. I think the DM worked in advance to get that open. Just to do that little gag.
I think we're being gaslit right now.
Ooh.
I agree.
Ooh.
Ooh. No way.
What way?
Yahweh. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
oh
the
my
trans.
That is
Oh, you got
gorgeous.
the- oh my gosh, you got the two really good sets, and that's like freaking
That's like some
I
kind
am
of
jealous.
that's like some kind of prism.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. That is one of the You got one of the specialty dice.
That is
I did?
fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
that was one of the specialty dice sets.
Nice.
Some of the other ones are like metal.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so I bought like 3 bags of these mystery dice things, of the dark purple ones, because I liked them. And in each pack, you know, I was thinking that nobody really got any specialty dice with them. But then you pulled that, and I was like, oh god, that is awesome. I love that
Here's
for
the
you.
D6.
We are going to have to get some high-res pictures in the Discord with that.
We
I will
hell is in the
absolutely
center
do
of
that.
those?
we at some point
It looks like
need to get the whole group together physically for an in-person session just so we can use the dice.
I plan on, by the time we can physically meet, like expand my horde from a goblin's horde to a proper dragon's horde. So that way, it's like each roll I'm rolling a different d20.
And
It's
then
like-
what pin did you get?
Oh, the pin. I forgot about. I was so excited about the dice, I forgot about the pin.
I mean, I honestly would forget everything. I'm like, honestly, I would call it a night just being like, shit, tonight was freaking amazing. How was the session, dear? What session? I got really fucking amazing dice.
Nice.
That's cool.
I
Oh,
got like
that
the wizard
like
staff.
That
Or-
goes really well with your blinding beauty.
Yes, it does. Awesome. Well,
And
thank you
then-
so much, Ellie.
This is
Yeah,
one of the
thank you,
sets
thank
that
you.
I got and kept for myself. One of the ones that y'all did not pick.
Rip it open.
And,
Come on, rip it open in front of us all.
Need to see it.
Ooh,
I am
that
jealous.
is pretty.
You know green, purple, and gold are my colors.
And it's almost like they're all half and half.
That is nice.
Even the D6 here.
Nice.
Hey, it's not my fault you didn't pick number 2 first.
I'm so jealous of yours, though. I like those prismatic ones are just
Yeah, those
Those are gorgeous.
those are my new favorites.
So then, this is the other
Ooh.
set. And it kind of reminds me of, like, Salt.
I was thinking ice, but
I was thinking ice too.
Well,
I thought quartz.
kind of, maybe.
you,
Quartz.
you know quartz. Yeah, I could see quartz.
Yeah.
I could see, like, a milky quartz.
What's your pin? Let's see it. We want to see the pin.
Especially,
Nice.
yeah, I could see a milky quartz.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then this is one of the pins from the...
That
Set.
is nice.
Nice.
be a good paladin.
Yeah, I think Paladin would be fitting for that. And I have so many coins now. I can, once we get into a situation, once we get everything settled in, and I can lower my mic settings again, I can then just kind of, oh, you've been paid? Here's a bag of coins.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Then we have our lovely wood elf monk, Silra. Our
What are you
resident
doing with those hands? I mean...
jazz hands. minutes. we have our lovely bartender slash brewery slash powerhouse, Lou de Clankley.
Hello, love.
This thing does not want to cooperate. And then we have our lovely nymph, bard slash druid, Calypso. And joining us, seemingly as a specter slash spectator, is Azura.
Hello.
Oh, also she plays the alchemist, the naughty alchemist, succubus.
Named Lucy.
Lucy, right. I had to think for a second. All right. So
When last we met, it was a couple of months ago, and when we met, the last thing that happened was the forces of the realm have been kind of slowly gathering, and these are the forces that remain after the party has gone through all of the various training encampments. For
training.
anyone following along, that is kind of a loose description of what was happening there. Hence the training.
If we had a cleric, they'd be going like, there were crimes against the gods going on here.
Crimes against the fucking universe.
Crimes against nature, crimes against the universe, crimes against gods. What else was happening? My goodness.
Let's summarize.
They took
one of
the
experiments
Geneva
as-
Convention and said this is a checklist.
One of the experiments can be summarized as the most second most, I don't know, first or second most tragic scene from Full Metal Alchemist, whichever series you watch.
The unbreakable bonds between family members.
Edward. Big brother Ed.
No, I was trying to avoid actually, no.
Well, this is one of them spoiler things that, in order for the viewers to actually comprehend what's happening, they not only have to watch the past episodes that we may or may not have been airing, or watch Full Metal Alchemist.
But back on track.
Yes.
So, y'all approached this thing last session for the first time from the outside and were greeted by the fact that it is entirely, at the very least, encased in iron and steel.
Magnetic iron and steel.
Oh no, that's just the road pavement. The road leading up to it is paved with magnetic iron. The castle itself is, just steel.
This makes me wonder, are there some bits of the road that have just broken off and are clinging to the building?
Possibly. But nobody's inspected the outside. In any case, after making it back to the Iron Fortress, forces have been gathering, and we find ourselves, the party, inside the Countess's throne room and council chamber. Not just with the party itself, but we've also see the knights, Bill and Ted.
Did they have an excellent adventure?
They do not have a phone booth, I am sorry.
That's not what I was asking. Did they have an excellent adventure?
They haven't gone anywhere, they don't have a phone booth.
Lazy asses.
I'm sorry.
They need
okay?
they need to get building, damn it.
Well, they can only do so much, alright? Inside, we also have the jail keeper, Basil.
I've got it. I've got it. They time traveled back to this era, and their phone booth broke. They're just stuck here now.
The mage, Salazar, who happens to be currently working underneath Basil, who the party has personally traumatized on more than one occasion.
Good.
Then we also have the mage Flavius, the magess, Amira Blackthorn, Zapar's mother.
Wait, whoa. Why do you say magess? She is a mage. Mage is a gender-neutral term. Damn it.
She is a mage. And I feel like Zapar might be having some,
Mommy issues?
some mommy issues.
Zapar doesn't have mommy issues.
No, he has daddy issues.
Okay, so if Silver looked at you and said something to the effect of, oh gosh, what was the statement? You know what? No. I can't do it on screen.
Oh, come
I will
on.
absolutely. I will lose it.
Come on. I want to hear this now.
You've called my bluff, I'm sorry.
Quite successfully, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are also joined by Sir Topham Hatt,
Oh, it's Sir Cockham Hat!
the head researcher of a small research training encampment that was just trying to figure out how to take advantage of any that may or may not be present in the dragon.
Any what? Sorry,
We also
it kind
have-
of cut out on my end.
We also are being joined by Jake, the NPC, from a training encampment designed to summon undead and demonic entities.
Oh, the idiots.
Yes. And then on top of that, we have Smith Silva.
Oh, God.
Are not quite yet aware. Smith Silva is an amalgamation of like 5 or 6 family members.
Big Brother Ed.
Representing the unbreakable bonds between family members.
Yes. They were ultimately sacrificed in a ritual to create a more perfect humanoid.
I mean, it's
So-
all humans in there, right? So it's technically human.
I'm gonna say humanoid.
Technically, he could be 5 humans in a trench coat, if we give him a big enough trench coat.
Oh God.
If someone were to cut off his head, could they then claim that they murdered 5 people in one go?
You know, if we give them a rock. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, we also.
He's
are
not a
joined-
bird.
I think that's where I was going with that, but it took us a little while. Anyway, we're also joined by the half NPC, half player character, Lucy.
For now, she's just standing there.
Yes. In any case,
She gives a little wave.
we are, now that the scene is set in the Countess's throne room, what is everyone doing?
I'm walking over to Sir Cockham Hat.
Gosh, I'm
Sir
walking with you to make
Coppermat.
sure. I'm going with you to make sure we don't start chaos in this massive group of people.
Sir Topham Hat looks at you with disdain.
How have you been, Sir Cockham Hat?
Better now that my hat is back to normal.
Oh, would you prefer it the other way? I can fix it for you.
Don't you dare!
Aw, who's a grumpy puss? I'm gonna hand him a pearl.
It was you! You stole pearls from our supply chain.
I stole nothing. I paid good money.
Lou opens up his like drawer of cabinets, and it's like he's been asked to like hold receipts, and like literally pulls out the receipts for the pearls.
Oh god.
Also, Lou's like pulling out a bunch of cards and is like going around to each person in the room, just being like, "Oh, come stop by the Drunken Fish later tonight. Oh, stop by the Drunken Fish later tonight. Oh, stop by the Drunken Fish. Oh, stop by the Drunken Fish. Hey, we're offering a deal, like 2-for-1 special. Come by the Drunken Fish. There's live entertainment. Come by the Drunken Fish. Hey, bring all your mates. Oh, and 2 for you. And they're all like coupons for 2-for-1, like for their first drink.
Everyone just kind of hesitantly grabs the card from your hand as you give it to them, and they're like, huh?
Yeah, it just has written is like, redeem at the Drunken Fish 2 drinks for like 5 copper. Or 7 copper.
I'm gonna look at Sir Cockham Hat and just say, "Don't worry. If you need any more, you can buy them from me. I'm only charging 1 platinum per pearl."
That is highway robbery, sir.
That's business. And I walk away.
I go up to him and I'm like, I'm sorry about him. Unfortunately,
just harumphs.
I say unfortunately a collar and leash is not enough.
God.
They might need a full harness. And maybe a muzzle.
I assume that this is Amira.
No, that is the Countess.
Oh, I thought she wasn't here
Amira
yet.
is No, the Countess is here. She's sitting upon her throne. Amira is over here.
I forget who would I be talking to like start like asking about like if my parts are ready. If
I assume Lucy.
No, Flavius would be the one to check in with.
is he here or no?
Yes, Flavius is here. Flavius is between Amira and Basil, to your right.
And I'm gonna head over to talk to Amira. Mother.
Zapar, don't be so cold with your greetings. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. You and your companions seem to be doing well. At least you're healthy and all in one piece, it seems.
I'm gonna yell, "Hi, Auntie Amira."
Yes, hello, interesting one. Calypso, I believe your name was.
Yes. I'm gonna lean into the person next to me and say, Auntie Amira remembers my name.
I'm still laughing from earlier.
It looks like just you froze up.
I found traces of father's work. Oh.
Oh.
Our DM, their Discord call froze up, so just give him a moment.
Something. Ah, I see you have mommy issues. Well, you can call me.
What?
Nothing. You weren't paying attention.
No, it actually cut out.
Perfect.
I heard it.
What she said is like, oh, you have mommy issues? You can call me mommy.
Yeah, more so a, oh, you can call me mommy.
I could see it. So, frickin' Zapar, someone's coming to talk to Zapar about something, important. And
Give our DM a moment.
Sorry about that. My entire computer just crashed.
Oh.
But I could see it though. Like I was saying, I could see it. Someone's coming to talk to Zapar about something serious and important. And as they get up to the room, all they hear is Silra. Who's been a bad boy? I have mommy.
Oh God! What the hell did I miss?
They open the door. Mr. Zapar. Zapar just immediately get out. Get out.
I promise you didn't miss anything.
You sure? I think I might have to get Zapar to send me the playback to verify.
I mean, we didn't go as far as Zapargis did.
Oh man.
Do I need to do that?
Why would I send you the playback? It's gonna be uploaded.
It,
Did
but it
All I said was, you could call me mommy.
mm-hmm. Stop saying that.
Yeah, in actual reality, I will short circuit if anybody calls me that because I have no clue what to do.
Oh gosh, I have had people call me mommy and call me daddy, sometimes the same person during the same session, and it is a trip.
I'm just gonna leave that alone now. I have things I could say, but I'm not going to. I am not outing myself.
Oh, come on, use your words.
Anyways. Still talking to Amira, I'm gonna be like, I found traces of Father's handiwork in, what was that town again? I forget.
Ponyberry.
In Coneyberry.
You don't say. That is a place that we haven't been for quite some time. I didn't even know that he even bothered going back.
The mayor was benefiting from some necromantic magic. And apparently it was something that Father did for him.
They used mushrooms.
He was draining the life force of his own people.
Is that so?
He's been dealt with.
I see.
I believe that Father actually resides somewhere nearby Coneyberry.
I am not entirely convinced on that. He was, after all, a rather developed mage who was quite good at remote work.
Oh, I also
Very skilled.
I also met a Fae that apparently likes luring people into the Feywilds.
We don't know that they like to lure people into the Feywilds. They just have
It's what the Fae do!
the entrance. They just have the entrance.
Right by
Hey,
a human town.
I'm part Fey.
You are part Fae. Like, Sapari, you are Fae. I'm descended from Fae.
I'm not Fae.
I'm half Fey.
That is a rather speciesist kind of point of view. I'm not quite sure.
I think the correct word is
That's-
speciesist.
Oh, no, it's speciesist.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Huh.
I wonder if that's from a deep-seated self-loathing aspect of your persona.
Hang on.
But I'm not here to deal with your
What?
traumatic
Alright.
But I'm not here to deal with your traumatic histories. I believe we are here to deal with the current threat of a dragon of some sort.
I mean, you are at least 50% responsible for my traumatic history, so.
I'd say it's more like 30%. After all, I was barely even there.
Zapar just looks at her blankly. Just like, it's not my fault that you had a bad childhood. I wasn't even there.
I mean, can you fault that logic?
Yes! That's the reason his childhood sucked, is because she wasn't there.
I mean, it's a damn good logic. You can't blame me your childhood was bad. I wasn't there.
That's why it was...
fucked you up.
That's why it was bad, though. Because she wasn't there. It doesn't work that way, damn it.
I mean, if you want to be real technical about it, that sort of stuff does cause, like, actual legit issues.
Zapar actually does legitimately have abandonment issues. Think about it. His mother didn't His mother didn't want him. His father didn't want him. The first party he joined up with left him to die. His first magical master framed him for murder. Like, everyone turns on him. Oh, he would go down a real dark path if y'all just left him behind someday.
Alright, with all that said, Ludiclankly, you had a conversation. You would like to have a conversation with Flavius?
Right, sorry.
Yes. Oh no, I was letting you finish. So, Sir Flavius, I remember, I gave you a couple schematics, for, parts I wanted fashioned. Are they ready?
Oh, yes, they are quite done. I believe they are ready for your upgrades. Whenever you are ready, I can escort you to the mechanist's workshop, and we can apply them.
I kind of lean over to the party, since it seems that we're all kind of in this corner, and just be like, is it okay if I step away to get this done, or should I stay for the meeting?
I think that the three of us can probably conduct the meeting if you feel you need to go.
Alright. I'm going to leave Mini Lou with you, Zapar. And Mini Lou is just he's sat upon your shoulder.
I'm gonna pull out just a piece of jerky from one of my rations and hand it to Mini Lou.
Mini Lou holds it and is just like, I freaking robot, and just chucks it at your head.
Flick.
Oh,
aw, you gave him uppies.
Uppies. He's going up to Silra. Uppies.
Uppies.
Zapar tried to be nice.
And
Let the record show, Zapar tried to be nice and Minilu was a dick.
Minilu was offended that you offered him food. It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? I am made out of metal.
To be fair, we've seen Lou drink, so it's not that hard to believe that Minilu might also eat.
we've also watched Lou eat entire bags of just flour
That's
and wheat.
that too.
Yes, but that was to make mass-produce alcohol.
As far as Zapar knows, he can eat regular food too. He doesn't know. Hey, DM.
Yeah.
I wish to drink the potion. Will it give me anything?
Yes, actually. If you drink that, it will give you... let me...
Diarrhea.
Did you say malaria?
Diarrhea.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what happens when you drink it.
It'll give you plus 10 charisma because you'll be rizzing it up like, you know, freaking Luffy do monkey.
Monkey D. Luffy.
Monkey D. Luffy.
I mean, if
Other way around there.
I mean, if we say it in like the Western style, it would be Luffy D. Monkey. I'm just saying, because Monkey is his
rolls off
surname.
Alright.
It rolls off the tongue better the other way around.
Alright, so I slip off. I guess I slip off with Flabbergast. Obvious.
I'm calling him
You know,
Flabbergast
he's
now.
got a he wears a large hourglass around his neck.
Okay, yes.
Flavor Flav.
I'm surprised it took everyone this long to understand that reference.
Oh no, I knew right away.
What? Alright, I guess I go off with Flavius.
Okay. Zapar, you are imbibing of your potion. Since you are imbibing of it, during this whole session, you will be granted +3 to all physical rolls, or all mental rolls, wisdom, intelligence, charisma, and +5 to your movement speed.
Fuck yeah!
Oh, this is gonna be an RP.
What did I miss?
Loki opened up their special soda, which is a potion sent by the DM, and apparently gives a basically advantage to all intelligence, charisma, like type modifiers, or rolls.
Yes.
+5 movement, so it has a little caffeine in it.
Yeah, so, the only caveat to that, the thing about it ending
It has a
for this
lot
session-
of caffeine in it.
Does it really?
Let's see. Ingredients: carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, sodium citrate, taurine, natural flavor, caffeine.
Oh, it does have caffeine. I didn't realize it had caffeine. Ha!
And
Oh dear.
caffeine is pretty high up on the list, so that means it has quite a bit.
What's up?
No, I'm just thinking, like, I really wanted to drink some tonight, and it's like, oh gosh, I just had a cup of coffee. If I started drinking that now, I would never fall asleep.
The only caveat to that ending, for this session is if we end the session mid-combat, it will end as soon as combat is over. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. So I'm off with Flavius. The rest of the party is sticking around for the meeting. Mini-Lu's there's that way I can listen in.
Yeah, and you can interact with them through Mini-Lu.
Yep.
Alright. In the meantime, if you want to kind of divide your attention and create, like, a very new Hero Forge look to your character, feel free. In the meantime, the Countess clears her throat. I do believe that we've all gathered here for the current task of taking on this dragon. I believe that we do have some new information, thanks to the Hoppers. She looks directly at Lucy.
Damn goody two-shoes Harpers. I'm not saying that in character. But Zapar's thinking it.
Wait, do you or do you not actually say it?
I don't think it. I don't say it. I think it.
Really, really loudly.
Hmm.
To the point where anyone who sees Zapar's face can guess what he's thinking.
Zapar has a perfect poker face.
Don't. It's okay though.
Should I roll to maintain?
Person who hates.
Should I roll to maintain a straight face?
You can. I believe that'll be
Concentration,
under-
wouldn't it?
Would that be charisma?
I would believe charisma. And guess what? You get a +3 to that.
So, 12.
So anyone who wants to see through that needs to roll higher than a 12 on their insight check.
Well then I guess Lucy immediately knows.
I know. I just had to roll
What doesn't
anything other
Silver
than a nat
know?
one.
Come on.
I mean, technically they don't know exactly what he's thinking, but he's amused by something. Oh my god!
And that's not even a critical check.
No. Just shy, but wow.
So, Silra can see he's amused by something, and Azura knows that he's specifically amused by the mention of Harpers.
She gives him a look. But doesn't say anything about that. Wiggles her hand in the air, kind of waffling, but saying, new might not be the right word. In fact, it's very much not the right word at all. We found some very, very, very old information. We found some scrolls. Speaking of a dragon, that well, apparently there was some sort of agreement or deal, heck, even a contract. Can't get quite certain on this. About 1,000 years ago, basically just granting the dragon privacy. The Mirror of Dead Men. Honestly, I'm not sure how relevant that is. I mean, it was already, an adult, apparently, at the time. which would, she overdramatically counts on her fingers. Make it somewhere between, 1,200 and 1,800 years old, if it's the same one. But it does seem to be the only lead we got.
Are you trying to say that this dragon is attacking us simply because we disrupted its privacy?
Well, the specifics. I mean, the specifics are hard to see. This was what the information we have was all that was left in remnants from apparently a fire of some.
Zapar interjects, I've killed for less.
What?
Zapar interjects, just, I've killed for less.
You and this dragon may have more in common than you think.
God, is he one quarter dragon as well? Did I say that out loud?
I think you need to say it louder for the ones in back.
I've seen. Let me see here.
What'd you say again? Sorry.
Oh, yeah. When I said, "Oh God, is he a quarter dragon as well?" Did I say that out loud?
I am going to use my changeling abilities to turn into a half dragon. I'm just gonna kind of turn towards Azura and give a little smirk.
Okay, now, for a point of clarification, are you turning into a half-dragon, or are you turning into a dragon-born?
Half-dragon.
There is a distinction between the two.
I know. Half-dragon.
Okay.
Half-dragon is on my list of seeing creatures. Dragonborn is not.
Lovely. Lovely.
Specifically, I'm turning into a black half-dragon.
I'm gonna say, is the part great evil? And take a step back from him.
I just look at you and be like, my father was a lich. Yes, I'm part great evil.
Bill and Ted
And that's
just
why
kind
we're
of
working on him.
are. Their hands kind of grasp the hilts of their swords and they look at him and be like, "That is a most excellent party trick, dude!" May I suggest that you, turn back before we have issues? That would be most definitely not excellent.
I just kind of look at Bill and I just say, party poopers. And I turn back into my human form.
Lucy is just kind of looking at Zapar, just kind of... Okay. And moves along. We have sent scouts to see if there's any, well, veracity to those old records, and, well, there seem to be some interesting effects in the area that,
Let me guess, they haven't returned.
Well, some have. Most don't. The ones that have returned, they've reported that the land, as you approach the mirror, fairly normal, but the closer you get, it begins to get... She ponders for a moment and then just settles on. Fucking weird. Plants and other plants blooming out of season, and yet parts along the edge of the mirror being frozen solid, with other parts being entirely thawed. One even claimed they saw people just frozen in place, like not frozen in ice, just fleshy statues, completely motionless. And well, he didn't want to get any closer.
This sound like necromancy to anyone else?
Amira looks at everyone, looks across everyone's faces, and chimes in, well, honestly, it sounds more like temporal magic to me. Out of curiosity, did they stick around long enough to perhaps see if the people who were stuck as statues moved even ever so slightly? Perhaps as if they were slowly moving?
Well, the scout reported that, as far as they could tell before they ran away, they appeared to be standing completely motionless, not reacting to anything. But apparently, he didn't get close enough to properly investigate. Apparently, he was worried he would get caught up in whatever they had found themselves trapped in.
They ran away. Cowards.
Look,
I will remind you that I said one scout reported this. And that most do not return.
Also, I would like to say, when things are starting to get fucking weird, as it was put, sometimes a retreat might be the better option.
Discretion is the better part of valor, as they say.
Especially when you have such valuable intel. So we're either looking at some kind of necromantic dragon, or some temporal dragon of some kind. Or so it sounds. Anyone else care to share some insights? My computer freeze up again.
No.
No? I think no one's responding.
Because it seems like nothing's moving on my screen again.
If
You're moving just fine to me.
Okay.
if this
Well-
dragon is indeed lashing out because it feels some agreement has been violated, perhaps a negotiator, preferably a draconic negotiator, could be sent.
I raise my hand and I say, technically, as long as I can reach out to the key of others, I can understand basically any language, and they can understand anything I say.
I wasn't talking about simply being able to understand or speak Draconic. Perhaps a Dragonborn or half-dragon would be less likely to be killed on sight.
That's fair.
If we can get through this without having to fight, would that not be better?
Hey, babe.
The meatballs taste weird to me. I ate one, but I can't eat the second one.
My lovely fiance. Thank you.
Yeah.
What the?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Ellie dropped out again.
We lost our DM. I kind of wonder if she missed anything.
Okay, we'll find out when she hops back in.
This isn't bad, actually.
3, 2, 1, and drops dead. Oh, good, I was wrong.
I'm not that lucky.
You're not that Loki?
I said I'm not that lucky.
Okay. The last thing I heard was Zapar mentioning that he can speak Draconic.
No, Zapar did not say that.
Or something along those lines.
I mentioned that I can technically speak and understand any being that speaks a language.
Also,
and
also
yeah.
no, also no, Zapar cannot speak Draconic.
But that we might want a dragonborn or half dragon, or if we're lucky, a sorcerer of dragon's descent.
Basically, Zapar stated that it would be better to send a negotiator who is dragonborn or draconic, or dragonborn or half dragon, because they might be less likely to be just killed on sight.
Okay.
And then he said, if we can get through this without having to fight, would that not be better? Zapar is no coward. He'll fight if he has to, but he also would prefer it not become necessary. Not out of some altruism or anything, just because it's effort. Are you not going to turn your camera on, DM? Or is that the problem, was the camera?
He sounds very far away from the
computer
mic.
is frozen twice. Am I?
There you go. I see you and hear you.
There we go.
Yep.
Oh no, someone has a Facebook notification.
That'd be me. And I'm slightly annoyed because I'm pretty sure I know what it is. Yep. It's John. Ellie.
Ah, lovely. Anyway, Sir Topham Hatt looks at Zapar, and he says, "Capital idea. However, might I mention that it is entirely strange for you to be the voice of reason." Especially in matters such as these.
My voice is not one of reason. It is of practicality. A fight,
Sometimes those go hand in hand.
a drawn-out fight will cost resources, energy, manpower, blood. If we can avoid that, it'd be better. If we cannot...
Jake looks at you and says, especially since you've already taken off some of those resources. We do have fewer now than we did a month ago.
I just glare at Jake. I don't want to hear a single fucking word from you about resources. Most of those places, the experiments being done there, were horrific by my standards. I can't imagine what the general public would think if they ever found out.
Smith just looks at you and goes,
Oh my god, did Zapar just earn Smith's respect?
Yeah, I could chime in and say, as somebody who generally lives and let lives, yeah, there was some messed up stuff happening. And, yeah. I know we all want to stop this dragon, but at a certain point...
Amira
What?
looks at Zapar and goes, not all of those places were atrocities.
I didn't say all.
Some of them were quite exceptional places.
Who's saying this? Sorry.
Amira.
Ah.
She's the one from the
first tower, yeah?
Tower of... Yeah.
I am one of the biggest advocates you'll ever find for the ends justify the means. But there's a limit. I look at Jake, who, if I remember right, he was part of the group that was summoning demons and whatnot.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought so. Alright. But I say, but there's a limit. And I just look squarely at Jake. And you crossed that limit a long time ago.
What is Calypso doing in all of this? She's one that's been kind of silent this whole time.
She is... She is just kind of looking back and forth between everyone talking silently.
Okay.
Yeah, before meeting the party, Zapar was on a path to basically become the next great villain of this world. And everything he's seeing at these facilities is making him wonder if he shouldn't still go through with it. Just like
better than current management.
Just like yeah, these people need to be wiped out. They're a danger to themselves and others. There's a little bit of that in the back of Zapar's head.
And I also would say that, for the resources that were potentially lost, you have gained powerful allies. And I gesture to the party at large.
Allies who don't torture each other.
More than once, we've had to clean up a mess at one of these locations. I point to starting at the Dread Ring with the Kraken. I say,
Basil just kind of... I take great offense to that! How dare!
I was gonna say, you didn't even know there was more than one Kraken in there. We had to beat one of them because it viewed everything that entered as food and had to make a deal with the other. I point to Jake, who was from the place that was literally draining the forest above it and summoning demons. And I say, your work was destroying an entire ecosystem above your complex. And then the demon that you spawned basically took out your leader almost instantaneously. Like, we had to step in to help defeat that demon because it was not under control. And then I look at Sir Topham Hatt and I say, I don't have much to say about your facility. It was pretty tightly run. However, dear God, that mirror that was holding all of those monsters in it, that it's just not an artifact to be holding like that. I understand that one was an accident, but...
Mirror? Monsters? Whatever are you talking about? I don't recall there ever being a mirror with monsters in it in my facility.
Am I misremembering that, or out of character?
You are remembering it correctly. He just does not. He doesn't know what he had, is what it is.
Okay, I'm going to explain.
Oh, and don't forget the three kobolds in a trench coat.
Yeah, and the 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
I'm gonna chime in, and I'm gonna say, in Sir Topham Hatt's defense, some of the monsters in the mirror were fuckable.
I just look around like, when did this happen?
They doth be thoughts that thine would lie.
Lucy nods in agreement.
I say you had a demonic entity that was able to reproduce, and wait, was that the Dread Ring that had the demonic entity that could reproduce by itself?
That was the Dread Ring.
Okay.
Yes.
And
unless, of course, you're talking about the incubi and the succubi, in which case, technically...
No, that's not what I was referencing. And I say, we had one facility truly demonstrate You know what? No, I'm not even going to make that joke because, and I gesture over to, I forgot the name
Lucy?
of the amalgamation of a family into one being.
Smith.
To Smith.
Smith.
Yeah, and I say, we've already seen here with Smith what happened when a bunch of people were trying to essentially play God with mortals, trying to create the perfect being to fight a dragon.
I'm gonna walk over to Basil, and I'm stripping off a glove as I'm doing this, and I throw it on the ground. If you are so offended, do something about it.
I think that we have more pressing concerns until we deal with that dragon. I think this can be shelved for now.
That's what I thought. I pick up the glove and I walk away.
Hey, I say, anywho, we're all here trying to do the same thing. And I know that we've been sent to each of y'all's locations to kind of get an eye on things after finding out about the first couple of places.
While you're talking about that, you, under Salazar's breath, you hear him say, "Some of us working harder than others."
Yeah. I don't say anything to it.
I would like to cast the sending spell.
Oh?
Yeah, I want to send a message to Salazar. So,
And that message being...
that message being, mind your tongue, lest you should lose it.
Okay. You just kind of hear him grumbling off in the corner. Well, corner works. Even though it's a perfectly round room.
That's right, go to your corner.
And I say, throughout our circumstances that have caused us to meet each other, we are all here today as allies to work together on how to defeat this dragon. And yeah, I think enough quips at each other aside. I think now we should really get down to business here.
Quips? I have made no quips.
I look at you and I say, you have made quips? It's no longer the time.
You assumed they were jokes.
Oh no, I didn't say they were jokes. I said they were quips.
I mean, I was serious about every single one, but...
Oh, I know. I look over at, oh god,
I don't know, who did you say what to earlier? You've said a lot of things.
It was, I want to say it was either the Topham hat. Yeah, it was. Where I said, I kind of look at him and I said, see, not even a collar and a leash.
What about a collar and a leash? Is that a crack about my wolf form?
Nope, not even close. I say that aside. I believe, and I look at the Countess and I say, "What is your next point of order?"
Well, it appears that we do have some intel about what this dragon is, and where it might be residing. I think the appropriate response now would be to go and see more as to the why, simply because it's throwing a temper tantrum regarding its privacy seems a little excessive.
I look at Lucy, and I say, where was that? Where were those documents found about that deal that was made?
She looks at you. Sorry, I didn't. Class was still muted. She looks at you and says, "What didn't I say? Neverwinter Castle."
Neverwinter Castle. That earlier. I apologize.
Out of character, I didn't actually say that. I'm just saying, yeah.
Yes. So Neverwinter Castle. Okay. And I ask just abroad, where have we been getting reports of this dragon? Like, largely the area that this dragon is coming from.
The Countess chimes in. Well, we have had quite a number of them. From mostly the south. Primarily from Phandalin. Right along the Sword Mountains. A little bit north of them. I think the furthest north they've really been is Coneyberry.
Okay.
However, that is the lands that I really have sway in. There is a new encampment, I do believe, called Leylon, closer to where Neverwinter's influence is.
Okay. I'm trying to pull up the map of where that might be.
Ah, yes. I can move the whole party there.
Okay. Okay. And
so it seems to be that the reports are mostly centered beneath this red line.
Okay.
We haven't gotten any from the Old Owl Well simply because of its strategically underground location.
Okay, so toward mountains, and you said the town of Phandalin was not under your
The Phandalin is right about where my influence stops. It is, after all, a highly contested location between us and Neverwinter.
I imagine Waterdeep as well.
Well, Waterdeep is definitely outside of my own influence, and they'll have their own influence themselves.
Out of character, looking at the map, I see that X where it says Flint Rock on the map.
Yes.
I don't remember Flint Rock.
That's because nobody's been there yet.
Huh? How do we know about Flint Rock? Oh, that's the No, wait, I forgot. What was that again? I feel like that's somebody we met in Coneyberry.
Yes, that is the hometown of, a dwarf.
Yes. Okay.
Or no, not dwarf, that's the hometown of the, that is the dwarven city that the gnomish Mechian Guard.
The Nomekian guards? The Nomekian guards!
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean,
I regret
as far
nothing.
as what we as our group can do, I feel like it might be easier for us to go to Phandalin than it is to send a force from the Iron Fortress there to get more information, and we can use that teleportation helm to come back. You know, at this point, I look at the I asked the Countess, I'm like, do we have like a gate spell here or something? Like a gate?
We try not to have too many magical means of teleportation into this fortress. After all, it wouldn't necessarily be as secure as it is if we just willy-nilly let magical means of entry.
Yep, that's fair. Because I was just trying to think of maybe an easier way to get back and forth that doesn't involve the limitations of a teleportation helm. I say I'm just speaking out loud. But yeah, we can act as a small force to go to Phandalin. And see if we might be able to get more information there about the whereabouts of this dragon. See if anyone there has any information.
That does seem to be like a logical next step. The question I have is, shall we be marshalling our troops closer. Is it time, do you think, for us to go in and deal with this dragon? Or shall we be more diplomatic, as Zapar was mentioning? How shall we proceed? And at what point shall we switch tactics?
Well,
Does Lou have anything to say to all of this that's been happening? Well, through Mini Lou.
Lou is just like listening in, but does not really have that much to input. He's just like, we've certainly been to some places, and certainly Vanlin is as further south than we've ever traveled, but we need to get reconnaissance on this thing. So he's just observing.
I am putting this, I think I'm showing this to everyone right now. Lou's prophetic dream, which I do believe everyone in the party is aware of. I am bringing this to everyone's attention because it is mildly relevant.
Let's see, which sequence was it?
There we go.
And I'm also going to show this one as well.
I thought I had accidentally clicked on Lou's prophetic dream because I was moving stuff around. Can you bring it back up? The first one? Thank you.
Alright, so sequence 2, you find yourself in a cave where you see a dragon laying on stone red carpet that seems very out of place in this local. Flows like a crimson river out of the cave, and as you follow it through a swamp to a trail for an imperceptible amount of time, you find yourself trudging through the muck following the Scarlet River till you find a crossroads with two distinct paths. One where you can see three boars roaming behind Silro, one that is lined with people dressed in clean, bright colors with plenty of lace and other indicative of high society flowing from a path that flows behind Calypso, and another that seems to go off into nothingness behind Zapar.
Have we been to Tribor yet?
No. No, you have not.
See, well, if we follow the prophetic dreams we've been having, we might want to go to Tribor.
Wait, where's Tribor?
Technically not on this map.
That's why I can't find it.
I was going to say, not to mention the third set of dreams, where we certainly have multiple different options on what happens with the dragon what was said, how the fight occurred.
Yeah. One is that we can raise an army and a lot of them will die, but we could be victorious. If we do things diplomatically, there's a world where everything works out and we're all friends. But there's also a possibility that conversation runs afoul and we might die.
So choose your words carefully then.
Thank you. I mean, another thought, just based on the prophetic dream, is in two of the three possibilities, we come out victorious. Quote unquote victorious.
Yeah.
We could build up the battalion of soldiers, have them wait outside the cave. We attempt to speak diplomatically to the dragon. If it does run afoul and we start to draw weapons, then the battalion comes in and we fight.
It also might be the possibility that, like, coming up with a mounted force might set the dragon on edge in the first place, so I'm like, we'd have to be very careful with our words. We'd have to basically be like, oh, this is our retinue, and we're official messengers from the Countess.
That's why I think the battalion should wait outside the cave. Hidden.
Technically, I have a spell storing item that I've gotten after level up, and one of my spells is to transform multiple willing creatures into animal forms of CR4 or lower. So I'm like, I could turn a large number of people into animals while waiting.
Define large number.
Let me look up the spell real quick, but y'all continue while I'm looking that up real quick.
So, while you're doing that math, remember that if you cast the spell in order to use the spell saving item, the spell storing item technically multiplies that one spell like 8 times. So for every one that you are capable of using per rest period, it technically is multiplied by 8. So keep that in mind in your calculations. Also keep in mind the duration of how long those spells last, and if concentration is required. Because if concentration is required, it's one casting and then you're done.
It says,
any number times 8. So infinite. that you are capable of seeing.
I could turn an entire army into nothing but squirrels. Or bears. There'd just suddenly be an influx of elk. Oh gosh,
An influx of elk in front of a dragon's cave. I don't know, that almost sounds like lambs to the slaughter to me.
Oh,
Well,
did you get my question earlier? Before I got disconnected?
I did not. I'm sorry.
I asked the Countess, do you know anything about a gold-crowned man?
A gold-crowned man? I don't believe I do.
I say, in the dream that, the prophetic dream that we had, there was a couple of options where we either talked to the dragon, where he had interesting things to say, or he was the simple beast that needed to be put down, or there was a trolley. So I'm just going to say it like as the dream as I wrote it down. Of as the trolley bearing your gift is wheeled in, you speak. He had interesting things to say before. Or as the trolley bearing your gift is wheeled in, you speak. A simple beast that needed to be put down. The trolley is brought to a stop. The cloth covering it removed, revealing the skull of a gold-crowned man. The trolley is brought to a stop, the cloth covering it removed, revealing the skull of a humongous dragon. Or the trolley is brought to a stop, the cloth covering it removed, revealing the skull of a man turned dust. And the outcomes of that were all mixed together into either we walk outside, observe the forest before us, and it trembles with fear, uncertainty, and doom, or we walk outside, observe the forest before us, it withers with decay and rot, lifeless, or we walk outside and it blooms with life and energy, peaceful.
There we go.
It was certainly... It had many different options, but I'm trying to figure out why some of the options either involved the dragon or a man. And I'm trying to figure out who this man might be.
Well, it doesn't seem as if it specifically was a man wearing a gold crown in your dream. So perhaps the gold crown is symbolic of their wealth, rather than an actual item that they wear in real life. Perhaps the gold crown is more of a idea in order to identify them? And if that's the case, the wealthy powerhouse of the region would be Lord Neverember.
Otherwise, the whole thing is going to be one.
Yeah, it's certainly been a thing on trying to... There was a what?
You said that there were more options? The dragon, the man, and something else, I believe?
There was a gold-crowned man, a humongous dragon, the skull of a humongous dragon, or the skull of a man turned dust.
Interesting.
And then there were some options where the trolley was brought in with a gift. And either he had interesting things to say before, or a simple beast needed to be put down. And it seems to indicate that we have options on either talking versus fighting. And it seems like it may not be just the dragon at play, and that it might possibly be the source of the reason why the dragon is is acting up. At least the way I look at it. I'm most concerned about the way it all ends, though, because 3 out of the 4 options on how it ends involved uncertainty, doom, or rot and decay.
You believe someone is perhaps provoking the dragon?
And it was specifically wherever we were, we walked outside, and there was a forest before us.
Y'all can hear me all right, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I literally just created this alt account, made it so that I could keep the recording going, keep myself in frame, while also not having to sit down the whole time. So I don't have to step away from the camera. Because while I can switch to mobile with my other account easily, it also means that none of y'all's faces or voices are showing up in the recording. Now, that's not a problem.
Huzzah! Alrighty. So,
Oh, it's likely that there's another entity provoking the dragon.
Lou chimes in through like Mini Lou is like, do you think it might be a larger predator, like with animals sometimes getting displaced because, you know, apex predators are like, you know, migrating?
Possible, but unlikely with a dragon.
especially one of such old stature. Especially if we're talking of something that's been here for over 1,000 years.
I feel if that were the case,
Millennia?
the dragon might pull on old allies to help drive the force. But if the dragon believes that those allies themselves are the problem, it wouldn't exactly ask for help.
Especially after the records that the Hoppers found to indicate a treaty was once brokered.
I think it likely that the enemy is human, or at least human aligned.
It also makes me think that, well, maybe it's on the southern side of the Sword Mountains, not our side.
Given
I
his
think
power,
that maybe just because of walking out and seeing the forest.
given his power and influence, I wouldn't put it past Lord Neverember to be overstepping himself and angering the dragon.
But I mean, if these records came from Neverwinter, you would think that'd be passed down by the ruling group of Neverwinter, correct?
Power corrupts. There may be a treaty in place, but that doesn't does it mean or obeys that treaty?
Or even remembers it. After all, we are talking of something that was brokered over 1,000 years ago.
Indeed. Human memory is short.
Especially when we compare that with the records being partially destroyed, if not entirely.
This is why important historical documents need to be preserved with magic.
Do the Hoppers have any insight into this?
Lucy's just standing there thinking for the moment. The scraps that we found were, well, there was clearly a fire of some kind, whether it was, well, by accident or an attack or just simply someone attempting to destroy it. Hard to say. Although, something has been sitting weird for me. As I mean, dragons don't typically live this long. I mean, they certainly can, as far as we know, but...
Territorial disputes, human hunting, many things can go wrong.
If it is the same dragon, then... well... If it is the same dragon, it might be the oldest living thing in this region at all. Personally, I wonder. Personally, I wonder. I wonder if it had any children.
Well, if it did, it certainly would have passed that information to the children. After all, dragons have a more robust ability to educate themselves, as well as quite lengthy memories. You would think that if it was brokered as a treaty between one dragon, its entire family would honor and respect said treaty.
Good or evil, dragons aren't known for disregarding pacts.
Indeed.
It seems likely to me that either someone violated the pact without the Countess's knowledge, or the dragon has somehow been led to believe the pact was violated.
Now, I would like to mention something here. The pact being found in Neverwinter Castle would indicate that it is not necessarily a pact with the Iron Fortress itself, but rather a pact made between Neverwinter and this dragon.
Could it also be the case that the scraps of this pact could be the spoils of a war between Neverwinter and another entity? Where they took this pact and kept it in the castle?
That is a possibility as well.
The dragon
Have they?
The dragon resides in the Mirror of Dead Men, yes?
That is what we currently believe, yes. That is what the evidence seems to point to.
Seems an awfully long way away from Neverwinter. I can't fathom a reason why Neverwinter would try to take the mirror. Are there resources there that might be beneficial?
Well, I believe that there's two possibilities. They either believe that they could somehow gain favor or somehow gain leverage over the dragon themselves by having the pact, or by causing Neverwinter to fail the pact, basically have an outside force take out one of their enemies.
It is also entirely possible that the whole thing is a distraction for something bigger. Unfortunately, I can't really think where all this conjecture is really going to get us.
Smith pulls out an axe and bangs it on the table and says, "'Tis enough time for talk. There's far too much of it. We need an action plan, and we need it now."
I think that we should at least attempt negotiations. An emissary should be sent to the dragon to try and ascertain the reason for its outrage.
Are you volunteering yourself for that role?
Please, I would be fried the second it caught sight of me. We need someone who will actually live long enough to speak to the dragon.
Then who, pray tell, do you suggest?
Minnie Lou raises a hand and goes like, Lou is working on something that might make them an option.
Care to share with the rest of the class?
Well, Lou is working on some modifications and, well, has been learning a lot from Druidcraft and stuff, and is, well, they'll be able to turn into a dragon, or at least partially into a dragon. More like a dragonborn.
Which wouldn't necessarily fool the dragon, but it might buy some time due to curiosity. Possibly enough time to have a short conversation. I do believe that we should also have a little talk with this Lord Neverember. If he is indeed doing something to provoke the dragon, unintentionally or otherwise, it's worth getting some idea.
On that note, I will say that the Iron Fortress here has received an invitation to a ball of sorts that is being held at Neverwinter Castle.
So Neverember does have balls.
I'm gonna say that sounds like the perfect time to go asking, especially if the idea is to mount a force to go down there. You'd also want to make sure that you don't threaten Neverwinter, since the area is technically contested land. You don't want to start a war there either.
We could.
Indeed, however, Neverwinter's influence toward the south has been waning in recent years, and although they have tried to strengthen their position down there with the outpost Leylon, it does seem to be... I do seem to have reports that it gets repeatedly destroyed.
Could that be it? Could the dragon view Leylon as an infringement? It's not right in the mirror.
It's entirely possible.
It's not in the mirror, but it is very close.
It is, after all, the closest encampment of any human settlement.
Perhaps the dragon sees that as being too close for comfort, shall we say?
Is a possibility. Something that that might be worth following up.
We could attend the ball in Neverwinter, and from there travel to Leylon.
When is this ball?
It is to be held within the fortnight.
And would the invitation extend to all of us?
Well, I, for one, is certain as I'm not going. At least not personally. I might send an emissary and entourage, but I personally will not be attending. I find the man rather dull and mildly creepy.
Might I make a suggestion? He's...
We are here to hear everyone out.
He is far more likely to tell you things that he wouldn't tell us. And with that, I use my changeling abilities to make myself look exactly like the Countess. So if you're not going yourself, perhaps he doesn't need to know that you're not there.
Thank you for this meal.
This can only go well.
I like this plan of yours. However, if you are going to imitate me, I do believe that some instructions on etiquette are in order. If you are going to be impersonating me, you better damn well act like me.
In other words, no being a dick.
I'm just muttering under my breath. Collar, leash, muzzle. Collar, muzzle.
Please do give me some credit. I am capable of etiquette. I just choose not to use it most of the time.
We
While
noticed.
I don't doubt that you are capable of etiquette in the common vernacular.
She did not!
A rather different sort to high-born individuals, as well as royal court.
Classist bench. He's not saying that, by the way. That's just me.
You filthy commoner.
She seriously just classed him. Just like, I'm sure you're perfectly polite for a commoner.
I mean, she did do it in a more eloquent manner, but that is the general reaction that she's having.
And Zapar's not stupid, he picked up on it.
For a peasant as yourself.
And Zapar doesn't think of himself as a peasant at all. Oh. Ooh. I mean, you've seen the way he dresses. That's clearly him trying to emulate nobility.
So it's after 9:30. I do need to get going.
Oh.
Alright, right before you go, I'm gonna have everyone roll a Constitution saving throw as Calypso collapses to the floor.
What?
And as I collapse to the floor, I let out a blood-curdling scream and flash my blinding beauty.
Well, Mini Lou, I'm like, probably saves on that for, getting flashbanged.
As this happens, Zapar actually shouts out, "Ah! It's like walking in on Salazar in the shower!"
Oh god! Oh. Alright. That's where we're gonna leave it for this session. I hope everyone had fun.
I did.
I did.
I know we ran a little bit late.
It happens.
And we can pick up right with Calypso collapsing and having a painful mental breakdown next session.
Mental... What the hell is happening?
Something that me and Calypso cooked up over the break.
Alright, and with that, everyone, Thank you for joining us. Stay wicked.
The dice are quiet, the echoes fade. Maps rolled up where the battles played.